Today is a video that has been a long time coming. As a matter of fact, this is the second episode from a video that I started almost a year ago, to the day almost. We're talking about I might be a week. I think I might be a week away. So pretty much it's taken me a year to come out with this video. Today we're gonna do some Vaesen RPG solo gameplay with my guy, Akello Balondemu, a character that I fell in love with when I solo played him the first time, so much so that I went over to City of Heroes and I created his character in there. Oh yeah, I did. I fell in love with him, and it's taken me this long to get back to another episode of this, but there's been a lot of things going on in between. There are a few things that you need to know, specifically 4 things you need to know before we get into today's video. So let's jump right into that. So the first thing you're going to need to know is that instead of using this bad boy right here, which is what we used the last time, this is called the Fate Mill die, put out by Tower House Creative. What's up, Elton? Thanks, bruh. This did the do last year, but this year we're gonna have to put her to the side, because on the same day that I released the video last year, Free League came out with a solo system for Vaesen. Isn't that something? Called Thursday's Child. And so we're gonna have to switch systems this year and go into the system that is the official solo system for Vaesen. The next thing that's important to know is how I put together these videos. My gameplay videos are different from most people's gameplay videos because I'm just different. This is RPG Elite, y'all. I put together what's called edutainment videos. So it's part education, part entertainment. The education part is teaching you actually how to play the game. Like, I get deep on that part because I'm more interested in you going out, getting Vaesen, and having your own mysteries. That's what they call them. They're adventures. But, you know, I'm just going to keep rolling with that. So having your own mysteries and solving those and going through those, whether it be solo or whether it be with a small group of people. But at the same time, you know, I gotta have me a little bit of low level, medium level, and high level role playing up in here, y'all. Because, you know, again, this is RPG Elite. That's how we roll. So I'm combining those together for you. And since we're starting a new system again, it's almost starting from scratch again. Not quite, but it's almost starting from scratch. Now, the last thing to keep in mind is this is an excerpt. Remember, I don't have any videos any longer than 20 minutes on this channel. And these videos take me a long time to do. And this video is long. Like, the original video of this is rather long. So you're only going to get an excerpt of this, but I will tell you at the end of the video where you can go to watch the whole thing in its entirety. Now, one thing that you should do when you're playing solo RPGs is keep some kind of journal. It's the same thing that they actually tell you in the Thursday's Child Vaesen RPG solo rules. Keep a journal. Write down details, as much or as little as you like, but keep a journal. Now, for me, I keep a journal in 2 ways on this. I keep a journal in a program called Scrivener, and I also keep a journal because, hey, I'm making a video of everything here, so that's a kind of like a live journal, so to speak. But you should have something. So whether it's a Moleskine notebook or just a regular notebook or, you know, some electronic, whatever, but keep a journal of what's going on in your campaign, the important things that you would need to know. And don't think that you need to do this really fast. Enjoy the process. Get into the story, man. Since it's only you, I mean, what you in a hurry for? You know what I'm saying? So just let that stuff marinate, man, and just soak it in. You know what I mean? And trust me, it's a fun time. So just as a little side note, this stuff right here is the stuff that actually plays out in my head. This is only just an interpretation of what plays out in my head. If you were a fly on the wall to see me play this solo, not in front of a camera, you would think that, you know, is he talking to himself or something? No, I'm actually doing the voices. I'm actually in the story. Y'all, when I'm on my mental vacation, I'm on my mental vacation. I'm in a place where I'm away from everybody and I'm away from noise. I try to put on some like mood music or something like that. And I'm out of here for the next 2 hours or however long it's going to take me. And I'm in the story. And I'm telling you all, this stuff is fun. But I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, what you see on the screen here today is an interpretation. Now, obviously, the rules and stuff are things that I'm doing for you guys. But the actual RP and all the rest of that stuff, that's just how I think. And I wish I could do another interpretation of it because there's several different interpretations that I can do. But this is the best we're going to get today. Okay. So all of that being said, right now, let's get into it. The Vaesen RPG solo gameplay of Suffer Not a Witch, Episode 2. I pray you enjoy. I want to get a sense or impression to see if this is a Vaesen.
Roll an observation test.
So, in this first episode, we are going to be making an observation test. Now, at the top here, it tells you the main attribute that this is tied to. And we're going to be taking a look at the character sheet to see the total amount of dice in the dice pool that we're going to use by looking at observation and empathy. When talking to another person or spending time in their presence, you can use observation to understand what they're thinking or feeling or planning. So it's discernment for the most part. So if you pass the skill test, the game master describes the impression that you get from them. Each extra success adds +1 to a test where the information is useful to you. Failing the test means that you give yourself away to the opposite party and must disclose your character's thoughts and feelings and intentions. So that's what Akello is trying to do here. He's trying to, what is this thing a Vaesen? You know, what's the vibe? Basically trying to get that vibe from what are we seeing here? What are we discerning here? What's the impression? What's our intuition telling us? So intuition would probably be something in the observation category here. So let's go to the character sheet and see what we have in terms of the dice pool. So when we look under empathy, we have 5. Well, that's good. So we're starting off strong because that's our strongest attribute there. So that is good. And let's go down to observation and see what we have there. And we have 2 more there. So we're going to have a total of 7 dice to roll for this observation. So let's see what we can do, cha. Okay, that's pretty good. One success. A success is a success, y'all. You know, that's good.
You get the distinct impression they are not human and more than likely a Vaesen, but you still can't make out any features. However, they or it appear to be humanoid in stature.
I stand with my shoulders back, holding the hilt of my sword with both hands, giving them a baleful stare. Where is the child? Tell me now, and I will make your death a swift one.
Make a manipulation test.
So as you can see here at the top, manipulation is under empathy. So that is what we're going to use to figure out what dice pool that we're going to get into. Now, you can use manipulation to influence how other people think, feel, act by lying or flirting or bribing or negotiating or haggling or using your social skills in other ways. So when manipulating someone, you describe what you hope to achieve and what you are doing. Now, in this case right here, Akello is trying to intimidate and threaten. That's clearly the case. And to do it so that whoever or whatever this is divulges the location of where young Joni is. On a success, you get what you want. Simple enough. Great. And remember, only need one special symbol on the die, or if you're just using regular 6-sided die, you only need 1 6. However, if I fail with a manipulation test, okay, well, one of 3 things can happen in this case. First, whoever the target is, they may dislike or distrust you, they may get mad, or you take a condition. Now, in this case, the GM has to inform the players that they are going to take a condition before they roll. So a failure that automatically will give you a condition needs to be divulged to the players before they roll. So, they can make informed decisions here. Come on. Or they're just reinforcing what their original convictions were. Now, a player character can try to manipulate another player character. Like in a situation where a character wants to do something that's dangerous, it's not a good idea, but they're role playing and they're going to do it anyway. And you as another player are like, no, don't do that. And so now we have a situation to where we need to talk somebody into not doing something, and you will be using that against another player character. So what happens in that case is that both characters would be rolling, and the character who is the target would be making an observation test to resist that influence. And the name of the game there is to get the most successes, because the one with the most successes will win. So in this case right here, we're going to take a look at the character sheet. And as you can see up top, I got a 5 on empathy, and that's always good. Now, if we go to the bottom of the character sheet, we see that manipulation has 0. Ouch. Oh boy. All right. Well, 5 is not terribly horrible there. So let's roll these bones and see what we get with just these 5 dice. I don't know why I just knew I was going to fail that roll. Good grief. But now I have the option of keeping the consequences of that roll, which means I probably just teed off whatever this thing is, or I can push the roll to get a success.
Vaesen RPG solo gameplay featuring Akello Balondemu, Eziekiel the Zealot, the Witch Destroyer. Now, I told you I was going to tell you how you can watch this in its entirety, because this is a very small excerpt of it. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go and join the Leet Squad. That is a requirement at this juncture. So you need to go down in the description below, hit the link that says Leet Squad sign up. It's going to take you to a landing page. Put your name in, put your email, hit the blue button. There it is. You're good to go. You're part of the Leet Squad. Not only that, you get entered into monthly giveaways and the whole whop on that. All right. So after you get done doing that, that is how you can get early access to memberships for RPG Elite. That has been running now for a while, but it is in beta. And so only Leet Squad members are allowed to get in on it early. Now, this is a paid membership. It's just like Patreon. You have a $3 membership, a $5 membership, a $7 membership per month. And new content is always being added to that. And that is where the long form content for the Special Forces members, which is the $7 members, those are the members who get these long gameplay videos. This is their baby. Now, the other 2 tiers, they get content as well. They just don't get this. This is only for Special Forces members, which at the moment right now, that's all we got is Special Forces members. So if you're interested in seeing more like this, and yes, I'm not going to wait a year to come out with the next video, because now I got members and I got people to serve, and I kind of love doing that. I just love working for my leads, man. No lie. So if you want to do that, I just laid it out for you. Go ahead and do that. And if you got any problems or any questions, let me know. Send me an email. So if you got anything out of this video, I know it's supposed to be edutainment. So maybe you got some education, maybe you got some entertainment, maybe you got both. But if you got anything out of it, could you do a brother a solid and give me a little bit of YouTube algorithm love and just crush that like button? Also, if you want to stick around, I come out with videos here on this channel every Tuesday and Friday, God willing. And so you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. So I don't think that this is going to be too much of a surprise as far as what the question of the vid is going to be. What did you like about the Vaesen video? Whether it was certain rules or things like that. I mean, tell me what you liked. Tell me what you disliked. Hey, like I said, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I'm having fun, but maybe there's some things that you didn't like. It's not like I'm not going to do this again, because I will do this again, but I take your input. I'd like to know your input. And so let me know down in the comments below. I really would appreciate it. And that's going to do it for me, y'all. So that means that I got to get out of here and do my snaggle puss.
So exit, stage left.
Hey, if you've got a game coming up this week, then happy gaming, y'all. I pray it is an RPG Elite session that's more immersive, enjoyable, and meaningful. So I'm going to get out of here, and I just may continue my solo campaign, because, you know, I still got to finish this thing. But in the meantime, between time, you can go ahead and watch episode 1 right here. The full episode. It's me, y'all, your boy, servant, saying peace. 5,000 leets. That's right. I'm gone.